Good day, friends. Welcome back to Teachers Storylines. Here, we can talk about anything related to teaching, coaching, exploring, assessing, and so much more. Actually, we can even talk about our adventure using some teaching strategies. So stay tuned. I'm sorry, my nose is itchy. All right. Today's episode would be about reading readiness. How do we really know that kids are ready to learn how to read? Actually, it's a difficult thing too. I myself is having a hard time, even if I have tried several ways how to. Such a lovely girl. Anyway, skills for reading readiness. So what are we as teachers? What do we need to know so that we are able to help them be ready for reading? One of the things that I've learned about evaluation of students is that some or our research about reading readiness is that if the kids are not reading on the third grade, yeah, I think, yeah, no, it is stated this way. If the kids are not ready, if the kids are not reading, sorry, if the kids are not reading by age 8, which is third grade age, they will not pass state exam or test in reading even until they are eighth grade. They are in eighth grade. So before they reach 8, they should know how to read words. They have a liking or loving for or just wanting to read. All right. So today's episode is about that. Did you know that there are 5 skills that children should master before they begin formal reading or you begin formal reading instruction? We are trying to read to them, but that is not supposed to be. They should be reading on their own. Because these reading readiness skills are so important, we call them the big 5 skills. And what are they? Much of your child's learning comes naturally as he plays and experiences life. Social and emotional as they play, you can always have that. Verbal communication, that is language, you will always see that. And you will always have a feedback about, oh, this girl does not know how to talk. This girl, I don't know, when she talks is stammering, something like that. And you're going to discover something more than what you're expecting. Okay? All right, so if you taught your child how to pick up his toys or put on his socks, you can teach your child to read also. Now, here are the 5 critical skills for reading readiness. Print awareness. Do they know letters? Print awareness is a child's earliest introduction to literacy. So if they know words that starts with A or words that ends in CH, those are kind of like situations of print awareness. Print awareness is the understanding that the print on a page represents words that have meaning and are related to spoken language. So first, we actually in preschool, we only combine 2 letters like ba or of, out, something like that, or for, bat, cat, or all of those words that ends in at or words that ends in en, can, pen, gen, something like that. So you are supposed to present or involve them in identifying all those letters so that they will find that in every page of the book that they are reading have meaning in that it is a spoken language. Children with print awareness understand that print has different functions depending on the context in which it appears. Different print has different functions. So are they there for fun? Are they there to inform you that the meaning is like that? Is the print colored because that is a new word? You know, in second grade, there are some words that are printed or italized. So why are they italized? Well, probably there is a reason why they are italized. And here are some examples of what I was talking about. So when you go to the restaurant, let them check on the menu. If they cannot read, fine. Mommy, what is this? Daddy, what do you call this one? I want this one because the picture says there is chicken joy and something like that. So, restaurant. And then also the napping house. If you read this book, oh my God, it is hilarious. The napping house. All right, so the title itself would give them be curious about nap. The picture would say, okay, why are there a lot of animals? There is the bed, and there is a girl, and then there is a doll, and then there is a cat, and then what is that? So that calls, if they know about the nap, napping. Anyway, they are napping, sleeping. See, now they have an awareness of what is going through in the book later on. Okay, another one is when you are outside, give them an impression of, there are signs outside too, like the word stop. What does that mean? Why are there prints like that? That's useful. So that they can also relate that in the book, the words are there, they are useful for them to understand what the story is about. Now, this one is a school. So they will say, school starts with S. School starts with S. There are two O. See? Then they will they will eventually know what letters make up a word. And then you have the bus, yellow thing, the bus, school bus. You are leading them to from the outside to the print in the book, and now you are leading them to check on school. Yeah, that's a school bus. Yeah, school bus. Then they will keep on looking around and looking around for other signs that there are words, and then they would eventually say, clean, 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 up, clean up. See, now you are starting to develop that likeness or that liking, or you develop them how that particular desire to read different signs and words around them. All right, engage activities to enjoy with your children also. What are these? Teach the alphabet. Teach your child to recognize the letters of the alphabet through different activities. Not only like A is for apple, apple. Apple is not the only one that begins in A. Apple, airport, and alligator. There's a lot more. So different activities can be used so that they can recognize the letters of the alphabet. And then tell a story and have them tell you a story. Yeah. My favorite story is the red hen. Make a sign. I went to a building today and I saw that there is our feed, our future. All right, so make a sign and then read morning greetings. Like, every day we are flashing that in our monitor or in our smart board. Let them read it so they will know what is going on for the day or what's going on to be for the day. Read aloud. If you can read them individually beside you, that would be great. Now, how are we going to develop this skill? Help them learn how to hold the book correctly. So you hold the book like this, the forefinger and the little finger, they are supporting the pages that are open. This one supports the back. But if they have a book holder, fine. As you read books together, emphasize the fact that you're reading from front to back and from left to right. You do not move from the back to the forecover. Let your child turn the pages of the book too. That would feel they are connected, they are helping you. They thought that they are helping you. All right, so let them hold the book, let them, and then give them some treats if they read it correctly. Now, another one is, as your child helps you in the kitchen, point out the names on the food boxes and cans and the ingredients as you read your recipe. See, it is not like he is helping you, but you are there teaching him even when you are doing something important in the kitchen. Point out and read road signs and store signs as you travel in the car. So that's what I said earlier. Oh, I'm sorry. Now, letter knowledge is the second one. So print awareness, and now we are on letter knowledge. Letter knowledge enables a child to recognize the letters of the alphabet and know the names and sounds of each. So if they know that, let's say if your name is Hassan, so Hassan, what is the first letter of your name? H. Sound it out. What about this? N. What is that then? The sound is what word starts with N? So then they need to know letter N, A, okay, A, alligator. Now, another one, sing the alphabet song together. Practice starting at different letters also. Use activities that help children recognize both upper and lowercase letters. So even my third grader, I always emphasize that the small, short letters should only be from the second line to the third line at the bottom. The big letters, the tall letters like L and F, what else are tall letters? L and F, they are supposed to be from the first letter written from the top and to the third or bottom line. All right, create the alphabet with building blocks or form letters with Play-Doh. That is a very common one. I always see this when I'm observing people, I mean teachers. I would always see them using Play-Doh. But you know, I have a very negative thinking about Play-Doh. I don't know why. And especially now with COVID, I do not let our students play Play-Doh as like a mixed up one. I would always write a name for one, and that you're going to get that every time we use Play-Doh, you're going to get that. Every time you get it, and then every week I would just purchase a brand new one because of course it will become hard. It will not be there forever. So let them use the Play-Doh to first, of course, you're just going to start with the letter of their name. So, okay, shape up the letter, the first letter of your name. Not all the letters, always remember that, not all the letters, just one, the first letter. Begin to encourage an association between letter names and the sounds they make. So letter names, A is for apple. F is for fish. You know, if you do this every day, there is no question they are going to know the sounds of the letters every day. It's like a fun thing, okay? Fun thing. I probably have a mix up of videos where I taught 2-year-olds, and probably I'm going to show it maybe later. I have to compile all of them in one file. And then another one, begin to explore the alphabet with refrigerator magnets or magnetic letters. So although this is commendable, they really help a lot, because even when they are in the kitchen, they have recognition exercises for recognition of the letters is an exercise or an activity. But you know what? Um, I just read an article before of magnetic letters not being given to toddlers and below. This is only for preschoolers. Why? Because sometimes they put it in their mouth and there are some bits of magnets that are swallowed, and magnets are bad for us, bad for the body. So that is one thing. Another thing is phonological awareness. Phonological meaning the sound. It is the ability to hear and identify the various sounds in spoken words. Just like when you say um, fish, or when you say ceiling, but sometimes it could be chameleon, ceiling, chameleon. What else? Sometimes there are letters that have different sounds whenever they are used with the rest of the letters that make the sound that makes the word. So you have to give them the chance to identify these various sounds or spoken words. So phonological awareness could be with rhymes, Little Red Hen rhyming game, printable, learning letter sounds, rhyming maths, games, finger plays and facts. These are some key syllables with children's photos also. Um, Syllable cards for literacy activities. Letter sounds listening, that is a game, and letter sound activity cards. Now, let me tell you something about Little Red Hen. Remember that in the story of the Little Red Hen, um, there is always something that says, not I, you know, the cat and the mouse and the dog, they don't want to help the red hen. They would always say, not I. Okay, so um, what and on? All right, letter sounds, activity cards. So those are only some of the activities. Listening comprehension. All right, listening and at the same time understanding. This is understanding the meaning of the words heard and to relate to them in some way. A child with good listening comprehension, so wide vocabulary, and a growing understanding of the world around him. I had a boy that is a wide reader. Probably he can read in third grade. He's already reading chapter books. And what happens is that whenever there are some vocabulary that would pop up when we are reading, oh my God, they will just be, he would say, can you explain that, Miss Brenda? I said, sure. All right. He explained, oh my God, it is from 1 mile to the second mile to the third mile. I said, but you know what? I feel happy that he is a wide reader. He encourages more friends to join him and read also at the same time. Why? Because they would want to be like him, explaining things to everyone. He knows how to understand things too, contextual meaning too. All right. So another one is read aloud to your children daily. Since they do not know how to read, you need to read to them. Read books that are in line with your child's interests so he begins to realize that there is a benefit to learning to read. like like the story of the fox and the bear. Who is going to wear the antlers? Now, we don't know what an antler is, so unlock that one. There's a lot more things that is beyond this, but with little kids, oh my God, there's a lot more things that we can make, that we can help them enjoy, have fun, and learning at the same time too. I make fun of some of my readings with them. Encourage them to interact with books. Interact meaning to be engaged. What is this? What is this? What happened to this one? Because they don't read. So what they look at are on the pictures. Their attention is on the picture. What happened to this? Oh, so therefore they would say from this to this something happened. So maybe they would conceptually think about, ooh, maybe, or sometimes, somehow he was not good. Why was he not good? Well, because he did this one. Look at this. So they make a story out of the pictures. So that is also an interaction with the printed material. Attend story time at the library. Usually we go to the library once in a while and have them read, have the librarian read something to them for 30 minutes. And then let your child see you enjoying books as well, like laughing on the content of the book. Make read aloud time an enjoyable shared time. All right. So you can also use the picture books that I had presented in the list. And there's a lot more things. Now, next one is motivation to read. Now, motivation to read is a child's eagerness and willingness to read. If he doesn't have that, then probably he is outlawed, lost in the dark. He will not be loving reading. Now, to encourage your child, read both fiction and nonfiction books to your child. So whenever I always have a storytelling time, first hour in the morning, part of my morning meeting. So I would let them ask the title, for the title only, like we'd say, Sharks. Is it fiction or nonfiction? So I also tell them that if it is fiction, it is fake, F, fake. Nonfiction and F, not fake. So that's how I encourage them to, by reading the title. Like let's say I just read about the crow. Is it the crow? No, I think it's the fox and the whale. Oh no, the eagle and the fox. You know how the fox is. The fox is always brainy. He is kind of like a smart animal. He is always connected to being smart and witty. So when I put when I tell them what the title of the story, I would ask them, at least I would ask them, what do you think this story is? Is it fiction or nonfiction? I think it is nonfiction. Why did you say that? Sorry. I think it is fiction. Why did you say that? Because animals would not be. They don't talk. So therefore, what kind of story is it? Oh, animals are characters. What is it? Oh, it's fable. Good job. Thank you. You're doing the right thing. Your answer is correct. Excellent. All right. So that's how I encourage them how to. So as I read, ask open-ended question. What do you think is going to happen? Uh-huh. What do you think? What happened before? And why do you think the boy is going outside? Why? Why and what do you think? So at least now you're going to entertain some thoughts from them, some comments from them. But tell them if they're talking before their name is even called, they're not going to get the chance to talk. So that's how you control them. That's how I control my children. Now, use everyday life experiences to build your child's vocabulary. So every day you have to have at least, like let's say yesterday, you learned something about the shark has, all right, the baby shark. What is a baby shark? It's a pup. So not only sharks, dolphins call their babies pup too. So every day they get to have to learn at least one word. Encourage imaginative play and storytelling. Imaginative, just like something that you just conceive. Sometimes you're telling stories that you just conceived on your own. It's a make believe one. Encourage that. Make them feel, what? Really? Does that really happen? All right. Here are some few words to remember. The preschool years offer a wonderful opportunity for children to learn and explore. You can use this precious time to nurture important pre-reading skills. Um, you need to have the right temperament, right decision, have patience, have creativity and sensitivity, communicating skills, and ability to connect with children are arguably some of the most important qualifications of a preschool teacher. All right, so that ends our session today. I got all my resources from All About Learning by Mary Ripple. I hope you enjoyed our lesson today. Please comment or write me some thoughts about what happened and what you learned from the lesson. And so I know that you're learning, or I know your thought. It is one way in which I could improve this channel. This is always something that will help you understand what your passion is about and improve what you have had in yourself when you started teaching. You know, if you're an early childhood teacher, you need to really be creative. You need to have a lot of imaginations that you can use in order to make learning fun. And at the same time, you too have fun. It's nice teaching little kids, opening their minds to the world. That is really something. All right. Anyway, that ends our episode. Thank you so much. And I hope you enjoyed it. This is Membran, your forever teacher, mentor, and coach. Stand by. I'm going to be back. Thank you and have a great day. Bye now.